Hey gorgeous ones, hey gorgeous ones. It's so funny because I'm messing with my locks and they're gonna be I'm gonna have them redone, and now they're starting to look like locks, but now I'm ready to get them split so they're nice and give me a little more volume. But anyway, how are you today? I hope you're doing well. So today I'm doing a get ready with me, putting on this makeup. I don't know, it's okay. I don't know what, you could tell me what you think about it, be honest. Anyway, I've been having these thoughts in my head about dating and how it feels to be dating at 50, and it was in my 40s too, but 50 is like that big year, 50. So anyway, I had some thoughts about it, and it really sucks balls to me, and I wanted to share some of my thoughts about it. And I don't know if these are like gonna make sense, because I'm just kind of like, I don't like script myself. Let me just be honest with y'all. I kind of know what I'm gonna talk about, and I have no script, and I don't have pointers, and I don't have all that other good shit that people do like you're supposed to, because that's not how I do things. So it's just kind of like me just talking and putting it on and chit-chatting with you. So if you like these type of things and you like to hear what my thoughts are on dating, come on in and hang out. And if you're new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Trust me, I'm thinking 2018, I'm about to like bust out and just be a mess. Just be the whole Lulu mess. And I'm sorry, because I'm not that perfect person. So I'm just me. Okay, see you in a little bit. Okay, so here we are. We're going to do a little get ready with me and talk about why dating sucks at 50 years old. Now, let me just first say this, that I didn't, when I envisioned my life about 20 years ago, I didn't see myself as dating at this age. So that's the first thing, I'm going to use this, I've already primed my eyes. I think I'm going to use my Lorac Mega Pro 4 to really do my eyes today. And I'm going to start off with Sugar Cookie. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going. So yeah, I didn't envision myself being this stuff has so much fallout, but I love the colors. I didn't envision myself really like, being 50 years old and in the dating pool. That just wasn't where I saw myself. I was supposed to be, in my marriage and, doing the key thing. We all happy. And even if we weren't just super happy, but we were okay. We were content with life and doing okay. But of course, alas, that didn't happen. You can look in the cards to find out how my marriage ended. And it went up in flames. So anyway, I've been, and I have to be honest, I really wasn't dating well in the beginning. I didn't try to date for a while because, of course, I was in my 40s and, I was going through some shit and I wasn't in the space. And then I've actually dated some guys, and then I look back at it and it was supposedly sort of serious, but really it wasn't as serious as I wanted it to be, and wanted to feel like it was, mainly because I know what I need and I wasn't getting it. I really wasn't. And at this age you should know what you need in a relationship, and I was getting some of it, but I wasn't getting the things I really needed. And I think sometimes we just fall into pseudo relationships because it's just easy that way. So I think I'm gonna put in my crease this color denim, because I'm gonna go real quick and easy on my eyes. Yeah, so anyway, with that being said, so now I've kind of like been dating a little more, just out there sort of semi-dating. Now what I have found, and many women will say this, is that dating sucks balls in the millennium, the 2010s or whatever. Because the expectations, now I don't know, because I've only dated a lot of black men and I'm a black woman, and I said I need to expand my horizons, so I am trying that out, just being more open to other people instead of going no, I date black guys, and saying, you know what, I could date anybody. I really could. So I'm just trying to blend this in because it's looking a little crazy. And so anyway, what I have found is that, the dating scene has definitely changed from when I was out there when I was younger. And I don't know if it's so much that technology and social media has changed it, but I do know it's changed for the worse. you know, and I get this across the board, you know, it really has changed for the worse in reference to things like the way people connect with each other. I think also we have too many choices now, because back in the day you didn't have as many choices. You met somebody, you liked them, but you didn't have all these people that you was hanging out with on social media all over the place and going, well, you know what, she ain't acting right, and then some brought in your, you know, oh, but baby, you so sweet, so wonderful. You know, there's more choices and bad choices. And not saying they go all good choices, but there's more choices. And I think that's what gets us all caught up, men and women, in this whole dating thing. So with that all being said, I find that, you know, the way men approach dating now is so interesting to me. And what I have found is that there's this thing. There's two things. There's the guy who thinks that he has this smorgasbord of women, and he could just, you know, go from woman to woman, dating whomever. And this is the single guys. And let me just be honest, it's the ones in relationships too, because I promise you, I'm so tired of men in relationships, married, long-term relationships, living with people, coming on to me and acting like I should want to date them. Let me say this with all honesty, I don't want to date some man who's got somebody. I just don't do that. That's not my style. But anyway, so with that all being said, then you get, you know, so the guys, they think they have a smorgasbord of women and they could go from woman to woman, but then they complain because they always wind up falling for somebody who's bad. And the reason why is because usually their choices are about the superficial, how she looks, what the sex is like, blah blah blah, but not the things that make somebody worth being with. So then they're like, they get caught up in somebody because of the looks and everything, and then she dogs them out, and then they're like, oh, women ain't shit, women are horrible. Well, maybe if you made better choices, maybe if you gave, and then they use those choices, because usually the women that are worth being with, you know, they're not the easiest. And I'm not saying they're horrible women, but you know, you have to come better, because these women, I know too many women in their 40s and in their 50s who are dynamic, they are educated, they are doing really well in their careers, they are doing their shit, and these men are intimidated by them. So they have to act like, oh, it's just the women. Yes, sometimes the women are, you know, crazy, because we crazy. But, you know, half the time it's because we're tired. We've been dealing with this stuff, and you know, the craziness of dating has just worn some of us down. And I'm pretty cool about shit, but I'm just tired of the whole dating thing. I'm tired of men having these really crazy expectations, usually sexual. You know, because it's like they feel like, you know, they look at you, buy you a Happy Meal, go get you a $5 box from Popeyes, and that means that, hey, you know, don't let them take you for a real meal. Or that definitely means that at some point, you know, I spent some money on you. I mean, come on now, we got to be getting it in, right? No, my brother, no, we're not. And so then with that, then they get a little salty and a little upset with you, like, oh, so this really ain't gonna happen? Nope. And I've had like experiences where, like, for instance, this guy, you know, okay, and I'm all over the place with this conversation, but I'm just so annoyed with it, and I'm trying to keep my, let me say this. They have that old saying, you got to kiss a lot of frogs before you meet your prince. Well, I am tired of kissing frogs. I am locking my lips up. I'm not kissing another damn frog. So, and when I make those statements, people are like, oh, don't be like that. You know, don't just shut yourself off. And I kind of am, you know, I don't go out as much. I don't engage as much, because I just don't fucking feel like being bothered. Because I feel like, oh, I put on denim and shadow in the crease and then in the outer corner. We'll see how this looks, because I'm just winging it as we do this. And, yeah, so it's, the problem I have with it is that the expectations, and then no one wants to commit. Because committing to someone, even for a short, you know, it's like the short-term thing. People want their relationships to be like instant coffee. Throw the the crystals in, and boom, you got coffee. Or they want to have the pseudo relationship, which is, especially a lot of guys, you know, they really know how to run let's act like I really want to be in a relationship with her until I get what I want, is usually sex and sitting in her, on her couch while she cooks for me. And I really don't want her that much. And then I'll move on to the next one. I mean, I hate to sound that way, but is it just me, or is this kind of like things that you've experienced? If you are single and in your 40s and 50s and listening to me, go and put some of your stories down here. Let me know if I'm just going crazy. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I still have hope, because I was in love at one point. I'm using Fairy Tale, and let me tell you, I have not, you see I didn't put anything on the brush, but do y'all see how much I'm getting off of here? Now the only thing is with these is that I'm gonna hit pan real quick, because these babies are loose, but I like them because they do blend really well, and they're so pretty. But anyway, and so it's like I've gone out on dates. I've had, like, you know, been around some guys and it was really going well, and then they fucking disappear, and then they come back. That's the funny thing. They never stay away. They come back. Like, hey, I had this guy who stood me up for dinner, for like coffee. And we ain't talking about, you know, this is a second date, coffee. And he stood me up. And then he contacted me days later and said nothing about it. And so this is via text. And that's the other thing, text. But we're going to get on that in a second. What the hell? You see how this is doing? It's not like, okay, I need to put some Fix Plus on here, because it's not staying. Because it's coming on, but it's not sticking. So let's stick this down. Okay, let's stick this down. Boom. Did y'all see that? What a little spray will do on a brush. Woo, baby, what? Give this a little spray and push this down. So this Fairy Tale needs to be, because it's a serious, almost glitter. And oh, by the way, this is on sale on the Ulta website for $35. So in case you want the Lorac Pro, see this? I'm saying it's like right there at the edge. It wasn't sticking. Okay. There we go. And then I'm gonna blend it out. I'm gonna let this stuff, you know, get a little. So anyway, oh my God, it's 11 minutes in. So I'm gonna cut some of that out. So yeah, so he, like, this guy just stood me up and then contacted me days later, but never mentioned, hey, I'm sorry, anything. And then he called me, and I missed the call a few times, and then I finally talked to him. And I said, so you stood me up? And he was like, huh? Really, motherfucker? You fucking stood me up? I said, yeah, you stood me up. We were supposed to have coffee. Oh, yeah, we were. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I got a little busy, and you know, things that was happening, and I was going out of town. And I said, but you know, it takes 10 seconds to say, hey, I can't make it. So yeah, you stood me up. I was like, and what you did was you hoped, since I didn't mention it when you text me, you were hoping that I would never mention it and it was just going to go away. But no, you stood me up, and that was very rude. He's like, oh, does that mean you're not going to talk to me? You know, then he got a little attitude. Like, so you're not going to, you know, so well, just let me know if you're not going to be bothered with me. Man, you stood me up. And then, so then it was fine. Oh, yeah, well, I apologize. Okay, you apologize. Alrighty then. Hold on just a second. Alright, so I'm back. I had to put on my eyeliner because that was going to take a while, but it's the navy blue. Ooh, this is this navy blue I got. DTLA by ColourPop. I just got it. Ooh, I love it. It's cute. Ooh, I love it. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so he was just like, you know, oh, okay, well, can I talk to you? I'm about to put some primer on this little Fenty primer. And I was like, let me think about that. I was like, you know, because really, I don't have to do anything at this point. Because you were the one who kind of screwed up. And he was like, oh, okay, well, you know, I'm going to call you. I'm going to call you. Okay. And I hung up and I blocked his phone number. Because, no, you're not going to call me. No, we're not going to talk. It's not gonna happen. We're good. And you know, it's like not only just him, but I mean, that's just like indicative of how the dating scene kind of is right now. Especially, I don't know how it is for younger women, but I've heard them complaining too. But as an older woman, yeah, I know a lot of older women who are like in their 40s, late 30s and 40s who are just like, oh my God, dating sucks. And I know some women who are so beautiful, who are so accomplished, and they still have not really had the relationships that they want to have, that they should have, that they desire. And I'm so sad for us as women. And I don't see how this is going to change because of the environment that we're in. I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty, and my color is 270. I don't want to hear anything. Yes, I'm a 270. But anyway, give it a good shake because I haven't been using it that much. Because I mean, I buy my foundations and I use them, but it's like on an everyday, I kind of use my drugstore ones because, you know, you spending $30-something on foundation. I just forgot to put on my corrector, but that's okay because I'm trying something new and I want to try it without. What's going on right there? Huh. Some on my skin. Anyway, I got this brush. I just kind of fallen in love with it. It's a Tarte brush. But the only thing I don't like is that a really short handle. But it's a really good buffer brush. And I paid $10 or $12 for it. $10 when they were having a sale at Ulta over Christmas. So it is really dense. And and it really packs on and really, it just gets the foundation in really quickly. Blends it just like that, you know. But anyway, so I don't know. So I'm now at this stage of this whole dating game where I don't even think I want to date. And I keep saying that. And the funny thing is that there's this thought process when you say that you're not dating, that men think that you're so sad and desperate. So like I've had men come at me like really like that. No, no, couldn't date you, wouldn't date you. Stop, get away. CoverFX said, oh, let me put my concealer on. Damn, I'm getting out beside myself. So I got the, hold on, what I do with it? Oh, I got this ColourPop Concealer I'm trying. This is the very first time. We're gonna see how it works. We're going to see what happens. So, yeah. I'm just to this point that I just feel like I don't think it's even worth it anymore. And don't get me wrong. I would love to be in a relationship. I would love to be in love. Because I like being a couple. And I like having that partner in crime where, you know, you all have your secret jokes. And when you are down, they're there to, you know, be there with you. Not necessarily pick you up all the time, but just be there with you. I like that. Now, am I going to have that again? I don't know. I don't know. And it makes me sad sometimes because, you know, I wanted to go into the sunset years with the person that I loved. But maybe the person that I love are my friends and, you know, a single gals. Maybe I'm going to wind up being a golden girl. I keep telling one of my friends, I say, girl, we're going to have to be the golden girls. We're going to have us a little spot. We both very Blanche-like, so we're going to have, you know, our little boyfriends coming over and taking care of us. And, you know, make food for ourselves and be cool like that. Now, this is a decent, it has coverage for the dark circles and stuff, but the trick is for me, this is the medium one. I try to get medium. This is really light for medium for me. Whoo, this is light. Y'all see how light this is? Do y'all see how light this is? Okay. Now, it does oxidize though. I did notice this when I put it on my hand the first time I wore it. It is going to darken up just a little bit. So we're going to let it sit here for a minute and see what happens. Do, 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 do. Look, I thought I had this damn thing on. I done just bronzed up my skin and everything. Oh, I didn't finish bronzing. So we could finish with my e.l.f. I was sitting here and so I was saying that, yeah, I think I'm gonna, you know, if I date, it's gonna be by surprise. Honestly, it's gonna be like, what? You're dating? And they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm dating. Yeah, I'm dating. But if, you know, don't worry, I'm not sad. I'm not sitting around crying about it, but it's just my observations that dating fucking sucks when you, as a 50-year-old. It's just the truth. I'm going to put on me some blush, and my new thing is I love this Juvia's Place Saharan Blush Volume 2, especially B. Oh, this is my color. But anyway. You know, since I'm on YouTube and I'm doing my YouTube channel, I've noticed some things. And there's like this in the beauty community. There's like this division between the big YouTubers and the smaller YouTubers. And a lot of the smaller YouTubers like to discuss how the big YouTubers have changed and how, you know, they're, you know, full of themselves and, you know, they just got a lot to say. But let me say this as an older person looking at it from a different perspective. Stop it. And the reason why I'm going to say stop it is because every last one of us is trying to, you know, people like, this is my passion. I don't care. If you didn't want people to listen to you, if you didn't want to have some notoriety, you wouldn't be on YouTube. You wouldn't have a YouTube channel. So stop that shit. Now, and everybody has their own path in the beauty community. And I think everybody should leave everybody the fuck alone. If you don't like them, so what? If they changed, they probably have. And guess what? You will probably change too. Oh, I'm using this Urban Decay O.N.S highlighter. This palette is on sale at Ulta. And I think online at Urban Decay for $19. You should get it. It's beautiful. I love it. But yeah. So my thing is, stop it. Stop talking about each other. Stop worrying what the fuck. Matter of fact, I'm going to do my thoughts on this stuff. And I know I'm nobody, but I'm going to say some shit. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say some shit. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoying this. You're like, what? Because I have a thought, and now I'm going to go with the thought. And I'm going to do a whole video on the thought. After I finish my makeup. So let's smoke out these under eyes. Let's do a little smoky eye. Because we can't be walking around like this. Y'all was going to let me just go on and about my merry way and go, Lulu, what's up? Your eyes I have done. I know some of y'all were going to let me do that. But I know some of y'all were going to inbox me like, Lou, what happened to your eyes? Why didn't you finish them? So I'm going to finish them. Now, I'm so glad that you all came and hung out with me. I'm going to finish up a few things and come back and just put on my lipstick. But I got to do my brows and put on some mascara. I'll be back. All right. So I did everything else. I got my mascara on because I'm not wearing lashes. But I wanted to finish up with my lipstick. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do this Buxom Lip Liner in Dolly Danger. And I got these lip liners because they were on sale because I wasn't prepared to pay $17.50 for them. But I was prepared, $17, but I was prepared $8.50. So I got a bunch of them. And this is in Dolly Danger. Because I want to do a little different look than I normally do. So I'm going to do little stitches, which I've never worn before. And I got this in a BoxyCharm. Let's see how it's going to look. That's why I haven't worn it. It's actually not that bad. nudes. It's not as bad as I thought. That's why I haven't been wearing it, because it's a bright old pink on me, but it's kind of cute. Especially with the lip liner. Let me get that going again. Because sometimes you got to fix that liner. Okay, better. Better. And then I think I'm going to go with a little lip gloss. A little Buxom lip gloss too. Hold on just a second. Okay, so I'm going to do Buxom lip liner in pink champagne. Be all pinky pink. I love Buxom lip liners. Ooh, yes. I love a little lip like this. So thank you for coming to my Get Ready With Me. And I know I talked a long time, and I've cut out, so I'm going to be cutting out some of this, and you won't see everything because it did go a little awry for a second, I think, or two, or whatever. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out. If you have any dating horror stories, I would love to hear about them in the comment. Or if you found love and you were dating, you know, in your 40s and 50s and found love, I would love to hear about that too, because I love love, even if it ain't mine. So thank you again for coming on in. Thank you again. I appreciate it. What do you think? I don't know about this eyeshadow, but I think I'm going to fix it up. But anyway, it's your Lulu. Thank you for coming on in. May you have a great day, and may life treat you kind.